My name is Brooke. I've been at RLC for 3 years and I'm in grade 12. Originally, it was supposed to be just for the year, but after I really connected with a lot of my friends and peers here, I did not want to leave, and I still don't want to leave. It's small, everyone knows everyone, and it's lovely. You walk across campus and you see like 8 of your friends super easily. You see your teachers, they say hi. It's just a really welcoming environment. There's this little boardwalk area by the trail. It's just after the beach. I love walking through there in the summer and the spring because it's like you really notice how green the trees are. Um, and then probably just that lookout point by the lighthouse. That's a beautiful spot as well. A lot more involved. Yeah. My previous school for grade 9, it was a good school. I really enjoyed it, but I feel like here at this school, when I've never really had a strong suit in math, but last year when I was struggling in math, my math teacher, like, she would help me outside of school. She'd let me stay till like 7 o'clock to work on math with her. Like, one of the most impactful experiences in my academic life because that really brought my grades up. I think curious, um, looking for adventure. I think nervous sometimes. There's a lot of new things that we try here at this school, and I think that we all feel these nerves of like, oh, we're going on this camping trip in the winter, or we've got this 40-kilometer hiking trip that we went on last year, and we're all nervous, but then we realize that it's also excitement. And so it's like those nerves kind of bring us together, and we realize that like any challenges that we might face, we're going to figure it out as a group. You're never on your own here.
Maybe, but do you feel like you found your tribe?
Yeah.
How so?
Um, so grade 10, new school. So that was a little, first year was trying to get to know everyone. But then grade 11 and grade 12, uh, this year has been absolutely incredible with sports and stuff. That really brings together everyone. Like with mandatory sports and joining a team, you get to know people so easily and you make the best memories. And I think like finding your group here, it's so much fun because it is like a small community. So you get to see them all the time. Not everyone knows how to snowboard, but there is the competitive side and there's the side where like, yeah, let's learn. And you know what? Next year, if you want to compete, you'll be ready. You can come to some training days, or even like if you want to start competing and you feel like you're ready to try that out first year, or field hockey. I didn't know how to play field hockey 2 years ago, and then this year was like such a big year for our team. Um, Encouraging, involved for sure, um, aware. I think, each teacher is aware of their students and how, what they're teaching impacts them, and realistic as well. They see that when a student is struggling, they'll be like, okay, it's okay, like maybe I'll give you an extra day and we'll work through this together. I've been involved in jam band, field hockey, um, textiles club like knitting, crocheting, snowboarding, rugby. It's honestly every single one of those things has been a great experience. Crocheting is always like nice and cozy, and it's a nice balance of having the sports 3 times a week and then also having the clubs 2 times a week. You feel like you get those rest days, especially after Wednesdays when our games usually are. Um, yeah, it's honestly just a good time to hang out with your friends and be active or just relax. You get time to kind of like reflect on what is really important. It's a quiet space, but you have people that can make it a loud one, if that makes sense. There's a lot more adventure involved, you know? And I personally, like, I lived in Toronto. I don't miss it. There's so many activities to do. Um, it feels good, being out in the sun, being out in the snow, like, it feels good to be outside. At first, you might be like, I don't really want to go camping, but you get out there and it really makes a huge difference with how the class interacts with each other. Everyone becomes so tight so quickly. Some people that, like at the beginning of the year, you don't know their name or you don't really connect with, by the end of out trip, you're all so close. Like, it really has a huge impact on the trip or on the class. This year's trip, we did a portage. This was actually one of my favorite trips. I love canoeing and portaging. So this year we did, I think, yeah, we did the week and we portaged every day. I think our longest one was just about 2 kilometers, and uh, where we stayed was beautiful. Different places around Algonquin, absolutely stunning, and the weather wasn't the best on some days, but on the days that it was sunny, like, and even when it was rainy, like, we did see a rainbow, a double rainbow actually, and all the canoers were just under it. It was a good moment. They should be excited for all the new learning opportunities. You're gonna learn things that you didn't think you'd have the opportunity to learn, or you wouldn't have even thought of it. I think that really comes into the co-curriculars too, with the different sports. Um, and in general, like with our outdoor ed classes, you really didn't think you'd be out in the woods building a shelter and getting the opportunity to, like, sleep outside and do all that camping and everything. Um, be prepared weather-wise. Make sure you have all the gear. But I think be prepared to challenge yourself as well, in a good way.
So you love RLC?
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like home. Yeah, I love it here. I'm gonna miss it a lot. But yeah.